Picture this moment in your mind. You find yourself seated somewhere, eyes fixed on your phone screen, waiting for that message that never seems to arrive. Or perhaps your thoughts keep replaying that final conversation over and over again. You're questioning whether you truly meant anything to this person, who now treats you like a complete stranger. That familiar knot sits right in the center of your stomach, that restless feeling trapped between hope and doubt that refuses to let you be. What if I revealed to you that one of psychology's greatest minds, Carl Jung, discovered hidden signals operating within you, signals that your soul already recognizes as truth? You don't need to guess whether they value you or not. Your unconscious mind already holds those answers. Today we're going to decode these signals together, drawing from Jung's revolutionary ideas, and I promise you something. By the time this video ends, you won't just understand whether that person pulling away truly values you. You'll also reconnect with that powerful, authentic woman living inside you. So, stay with me. What I'm about to share will completely transform how you view your relationships and yourself. Carl Jung made a discovery that sounds simple, but carries a profoundly shaking impact. There exists an entire world within you, an invisible universe he called the unconscious. This isn't just some storage room where forgotten memories gather dust. It's a living force that communicates with you constantly. But here's the problem. In the chaos of daily life, the work hustle, family expectations, endless commutes through busy cities, that pressure to be the perfect woman, we've learned to stop hearing that voice. When it comes to love and relationships, this disconnection leaves us feeling lost. How many times have you sensed something was off with someone, but brushed it aside thinking, maybe I'm just being paranoid? Or maybe you clung desperately to a relationship that drained you, simply to avoid being alone. Jung would tell you these aren't coincidences. These are messages from your unconscious, trying to protect you and guide you toward what you deserve. Think about that classic situation we all experience. You meet someone and everything feels dreamlike. They text you, they call you, they make you feel like royalty. But then suddenly, the wind shifts direction. They become distant, their responses turn cold, and you torment yourself wondering, what did I do wrong? In that moment, your mind starts manufacturing excuses. They're probably just busy. Maybe they need some space. But while your head attempts to rationalize these things, your body feels something entirely different. A tightness in your chest, that inexplicable bad premonition. Jung taught us that this premonition isn't madness or insecurity. It's your unconscious speaking in its own language. It doesn't use words. It uses symbols, feelings, intuitions. And when you ignore it, you're actually distancing yourself from a truth you already know, deep down. If you're hearing this voice, write intuition in the comments. When someone pulls away, it's not always about you, but it's always a signal about what that relationship truly means. Now pause with me for a moment. Take a deep breath. Remember the last time you experienced that feeling, perhaps with an ex, maybe with a friend, or that person occupying your mind right now. What was your body telling you? Beyond what you wanted to believe, what did you feel deep down? Jung would say, the key is right there. Your unconscious never lies, and today, we're going to learn how to listen to it. So you'll never again need to doubt your worth or beg for crumbs of attention. Let's discuss the shadow concept, one of Jung's most fascinating ideas. The shadow is that part of you that you hide, that you don't want to see. Your fears, your insecurities, those moments when you feel inadequate. And here's the uncomfortable yet liberating truth. When someone pulls away and you question, am I good enough? This isn't just about them. This is your shadow emerging into daylight. Imagine this. You're having coffee with your girlfriends and one says, oh honey, he's not texting you back because he definitely found someone better. Or you're sitting at home scrolling through those flawless photos, comparing yourself. In that moment, it's not that guy making you feel small. It's your shadow, whispering those doubts that were already there. But Jung didn't view the shadow as an enemy. For him, the shadow was a teacher. If you listen to it, if you dare to look at it, it shows you exactly what you need to heal, so you don't need anyone's approval. So how do you know they truly value you, even if they're pulling away? One of the first hidden signals Jung invites us to see lies in how you feel when that person isn't around. If their distance pushes you into a pit of self-criticism, If you start questioning your beauty, your intelligence, your worth, this isn't love reflecting back to you. This is your shadow seeking attention. But if you can remain at peace, if their absence doesn't steal your inner tranquility, then you're touching something deeper, your own authenticity. Jung would say, a relationship aligned with your essence doesn't make you doubt yourself. It elevates you. So ask yourself now, when that person pulls away, do you feel more like yourself or less? Keep this answer in the corner of your mind, because we're going to return to it shortly. Here's a practical example you can use right away. Let's say you're stuck in traffic and you receive a dry, cold message from that person who's been on your mind. Instead of immediately responding or driving yourself crazy thinking about what to write, do this. Close your eyes for just a second. Place your hand over your heart and breathe. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right here? If there's anxiety, fear, or that desperate need to fix the situation, that's a signal from your unconscious. Something isn't in alignment. Jung believed our emotions are a compass. Before we continue, I want you to do something for me and for yourself. If what I'm sharing is touching your heart, like this video and share it with that close friend who keeps analyzing every message from their crush. This isn't just a video, it's a personal revolution starting with you. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because what's coming will be even more powerful. We're going to discover how your unconscious shows you whether that person deserves your energy, and it's all connected to what Jung called projection. But first, let's let this information settle for a bit. Breathe with me again. Deep breath in and out. Wonderful. Now let's continue discovering these hidden signals your soul already knows. Let's talk about energy, because Jung knew everything wasn't just about thoughts. It's also about what you feel in your body. Have you ever been with someone who left you feeling completely drained? Picture this. You're at a nice lunch by the waterfront. They're sitting across from you. At first, everything seems to flow, but then their words start weighing heavy on you, or their indifference makes you feel invisible. You go home and instead of feeling happy like you should, you feel completely empty. Jung would say, this isn't a coincidence. This is your unconscious warning you that this person is draining your sacred energy. Your energy is like a treasure. It's a gift that allows you to shine, to love, and to chase your dreams. And when someone takes it without giving anything in return, even if your mind accepts it, your unconscious feels it. Here's another practical tool. Next time you're with that person, observe how you feel afterwards. Does your heart feel full when you part ways, or are your hands empty? If it's the latter, don't ignore this. Jung taught us that protecting your energy isn't selfishness, it's an act of self-love. And if you're saying yes to someone who drains you, you're saying no to the woman you deserve to be. We're going to heal together, because this channel, Mental Dose, is our safe space. Let's discuss something uncomfortable but necessary: letting go. There's a story Jung shared about a woman holding on to a burning coal. She wouldn't release it because she feared what would replace it. Sound familiar? Maybe you're holding on to someone who barely sees you because you're terrified of that emptiness. But Jung discovered something revolutionary. That emptiness isn't punishment, it's sacred space. Space for something real to grow. When you release what doesn't serve you, you're not losing. You're making room for your own light. Let me share a transformational practice you can start today. Sit quietly, place both hands on your chest, and ask yourself this question. If I weren't holding on to this person, what would I be doing with my life? Jung called this active imagination, a way to connect with your deepest truths. Maybe you'd travel to that place you've been dreaming about. Maybe you'd finally write that blog, or open that small business you'd been planning for years. Your unconscious already knows what you need. It's waiting for you to have the courage to listen. Jung would say, that moment of courage is when your unconscious and conscious mind align. And when this happens, you start seeing magical signs in your life. Have you noticed what Jung called synchronicity? When you let go of something that doesn't serve you, suddenly an opportunity appears, a message arrives. A person who truly sees you enters your life. This isn't coincidence. This is the universe's response to your authenticity. Let's talk about synchronicity signals, because these are key to understanding whether they truly value you. Let's say they pulled away, but right when you decide to focus on yourself, they send you something profound, something showing they genuinely thought of you. Jung would say, This synchronicity is a clue that there's a real connection, but only if you don't lose yourself in the process. Because here's the reality. If they value you, their distance won't be a game to control you. It will be a space that respects your worth. But if their absence only creates emptiness in you, your unconscious is screaming at you to move forward. Before we continue, do this for me. If you're hearing that click inside you, like the video and share it with that friend who needs to hear this. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Because in the next section, we're going to complete this journey with Jung's clearest signals and discuss how to transform your life from the inside out. But first, breathe with me again. In, out. Perfect. Now what's coming is pure magic, so stay with me. If you're here with me right now, you're already feeling how Carl Jung's ideas illuminate those hidden signals in your relationships and in your heart. We just discussed how projection shows that your feelings towards someone pulling away are actually a reflection of yourself, and how letting go isn't losing, but reclaiming your power. We also touched on synchronicity, the universe's magical dance. Now we're going to close this journey with Jung's clearest signals, showing whether they truly value you, even if they're pulling away, and how to use all of this to build an authentic life where you'll never doubt your worth again. This is for you, brave woman, so get ready. Because what you're about to hear is transformative. Let's start with a truth Jung gifted us. The unconscious doesn't just warn you when something's wrong. It also shows you when something's real. Imagine this. You're by the window, maybe gazing at a distant landmark or lost in the view of the water, and you haven't heard from them in days. But suddenly, an unexpected message arrives. Not some empty greeting, something that makes you feel truly seen. Something like, "I thought of you today," and Jung would say, this synchronicity isn't random. It's a signal of a deeper connection that transcends distance. But here's the catch. This isn't just about what they do. It's about how you feel. If that message fills you without having to beg for more, that's a clue they value you. But if it leaves you hungry for something that never comes, your unconscious already knows you deserve more. Pause with me for a second. Take a deep breath. In, out. Think about that person pulling away. What do your instincts tell you when they're near and when they're not? Jung believed intuition is like a lighthouse in the fog. If their presence lifts you up and their absence doesn't destroy you, there's a sign they truly value you. But if their distance forces you to chase them, to change who you are to keep them, this isn't love. This is a lesson your shadow wants you to heal from. What are your instincts telling you about them? I want to hear from you, because your words are the heart of this community. Let's talk about a practical signal you can see today. Jung taught us that people who truly value you don't make you feel invisible. Imagine this. You're walking along a beautiful coastal path, and after days of silence, they call you. It's not just what they say, but how they say it. Are they really listening to you? Do they make you feel your voice matters? Or are they just talking about themselves and pushing your feelings aside? Jung would say, authentic love reflects in reciprocity. If their distance comes with respect, with small gestures showing they thought of you, that's a sign they value you. But if their absence is an empty space forcing you to fill it with excuses, your unconscious is screaming at you to move on. Here's a tool you can use right now. Next time you talk with them, pay attention to how that conversation leaves you feeling. Ask yourself these questions. Do I feel lighter or heavier? Do I see myself reflected in their words or erased by their indifference? This isn't just theory. This is a practical way of using Jung's ideas to protect your energy and peace. Because you, beautiful woman, aren't here to beg for love. You're here to shine. Now let's talk about what happens when you decide to choose yourself. Jung believed wholeness doesn't come from clinging to someone pulling away, but from reconnecting with your own authenticity. Imagine this. You're sitting in a park. You have your tea or coffee, and you decide to let go of that relationship, leaving you in uncertainty. You don't respond to that late message. Not because you're playing games, but because you know what you deserve. And in that moment, something magical happens. Your energy shifts. You start noticing your friends who truly see you calling you more. That project you forgot about excites you again. This is exactly what Jung talked about with synchronicity. When you align with your truth, the universe responds with people and opportunities that reflect your light. Let me give you an example that will feel very familiar. Let's say you're working at a job that drains you in a corporate office, and you've been waiting for months for them to give you a clear sign of commitment. But one day, inspired by Jung's ideas, you decide to focus on yourself. You enroll in that pottery class you've always wanted to try, or you start that boutique bakery business you've dreamed about since childhood. And right when you least expect it, someone new enters your life. Not them. Someone else who looks at you like you're a treasure. Jung would say, this isn't luck. This is your unconscious and the universe aligning because you dared to let go of what doesn't serve you. Let's take a break to think. Imagine your life without that person pulling away. What would you do with all that time, all that energy? What dreams did you put on hold out of fear of being alone? Jung taught us that emptiness you feel while letting go isn't punishment. It's sacred space opening up for something new to grow. I want you to visualize this, because this is the beginning of your transformation. Now here's that closing statement I want you to hear. When someone's distance doesn't make you doubt your worth, they're truly valuing you. When their absence respects your light instead of dimming it. But more importantly, when you decide not to settle for less than you deserve, you're valuing yourself. This journey isn't just about them. This is about you, about that powerful woman awakening to her own authenticity. Jung showed us that life isn't about seeking outside what's already within. It's about remembering who you are and living from that place of power and wholeness. Before we say goodbye, I want you to do something for this community and yourself. If this message touched your heart, like the video and share it with that sister, cousin, or friend who needs to remember her own worth. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Because every week, we're going to bring tools like these to help you keep growing. Life is full of possibilities, and you have the power to choose how you want to live it. Do you have the courage to listen to your unconscious, face your shadows, and shine like the woman you are? Do this. Because the world needs women like you who are brave, authentic, and ready to transform their own reality. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for being part of this family. I'm Mental Dose. See you in the next video. Remember, change begins with you. I'm waiting for you. Before you go, I've left 2 videos on the screen for you. Both will take your mind to a completely different level. Whichever you choose, I'm sure it will do you good. I'm Mental Dose. Let's keep diving into the depths of mind and soul together. To claim your light, write "ready" in the comments. See you in the next video.